this again after you did it last time and I still came back for more? What's wrong with me? That's what I'd like to know. Because seriously, like how many, honestly, like it's a self-inflicted wound. It's like how many times am I going to go to this well thinking I'm going to get not like stagnant water?
Yeah.
It's, maybe one day we'll get lucky. Somebody's going to make a banger at some point and we're all going to have to be like, okay, this one was cool.
Yeah.
Because the last time I felt that way was probably Logan. Like Logan, even just as a nerd, I really loved Logan.
I did too.
I did, that's another movie I don't think is as good as you think it is the first time you see it, but it's pretty solid. It's solid. Right. It has real characters, real character development. They actually go on like arcs and learn things and change and grow. Not so much in Deadpool and Wolverine, which would be fine if they didn't shoehorn the fact that is what was supposed to be happening at the end of the movie. But anyways, Monster Summer. So what do you know? So this was your pick.
Yes.
What do you know about Monster Summer? This is the first time I've ever heard of this. I had no idea about this movie.
Yeah. So this has been in the making at least for a good 2 to 3 years, from what I've gathered. It's directed by David Henry, and I'm gonna sound like such a weird Gen Zer here for a second, because I grew up, even though I was watching all kinds of stuff and definitely building on my film knowledge, my repertoire, whatever you want to call it. The only Disney Channel show at the time when I was growing up that I thought was actually reasonably funny and the jokes landed and I actually liked a lot of the cast was Wizards of Waverly Place. And David Henry played the older brother Justin. And now he's like this like settled down, definitely I think he's like in his late 30s, maybe he's approaching 40s, I don't know. Just like very normal like Christian dude who wanted to make this like adventure kids movie and cast Mel Gibson in it. And I was like, oh, sweet. Oh, cool. And,
that is cool.
That's how I kind of discovered it since then. So,
yeah, I don't mind this genre. I know there's been a few in recent history. What was the name of that post-apocalyptic Mad Max one that's like super violent? It's got Michael Ironside in it.
Oh, Turbo Kid?
Turbo Kid.
Yeah,
Turbo Kid was okay. That was
fine. That was all right.
I only saw it once back in the day. And then Love and Monsters, that was a few years ago.
Yeah.
So it's something that's kind of come back into vogue. Again, everybody kind of culling from their nostalgia roots, like trying to recreate like Amblin feeling movies.
Yeah.
Basically J.J. Abrams' entire career.
Sure.
It's just trying to be Steven Spielberg in the 80s and failing at it. But anyways, Austin's in the house. He says, hey guys. Hey Austin. What's up, buddy?
Just in time for Monster Summer. Yeah.
Keep working out, pal. Yeah. You gotta keep it up. We're all working out. We're all getting creatine pumped. It's happening, boys. White boy summer is not over yet. Get those sick gains.
I got a marathon coming up at the end of this year. I gotta step up to the plate too. So yeah.
You gotta get ready, Jeremy. You gotta get ready. Okay, you never know what's gonna happen in this year. I don't know what's gonna happen this fall.
Right.
All right. Well, let's get started with this.
Yeah.
Oh, Martha's Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard. I actually spent some time as a child in Martha's Vineyard.
Okay. Yeah, my stepmother has property out there, actually, there too. So.
Oh, does she?
Through her family. So they're not too far off from where like the Obamas, I guess, live or whatever. But I've never been myself.
I forgot the Obamas live there now. Oh, damn. I should got to call up. I got to reconnect with some of my Massachusetts family. Like, hey,
what are they up to?
I want to go to Martha's Vineyard. No reason.
That gang back together again.
Oh, you know why I want to go there? Because that's where they filmed Monster Summer.
Ain't this old man Carruthers' property?
For stories.
This song rules, by the way.
Yeah.
Austin says, Shaun looking pump. Well, thank you, Austin. He says, already with the Stranger Things bike shot. Because Stranger Things, that's all Stranger Things is like this giant
Kids on bikes.
derivative
Yeah.
monster. Like, it's just this, not like a literal monster, but it's like in my mind, I look at it like a monster because it's just derivative nonsense. It has no identity of its own. It's just things that you recognize and that you like already. And they're like, well, it's here. That's like, it's so goddamn fucking annoying. Tremlick says, Shaun going to end up down to like the Obama chef. Yeah, maybe. I used to be a cook. Maybe I could get a job there. Austin says, yeah, that Tiffany song goes hard. Dude, it does. Listen, I'm old enough now where I can like let go of any type of caveats and bullshit. I'm just like, no, the song kind of fucking rules. It's just got the right rhythm, the pace. It's a banger.
It's about him. Some people think he was a spy, bank robber. I bet their bodies are buried somewhere on this property. That's one in.
Where's he there?
What is that?
And this is why abstinence is so important, guys. Okay? You think you're out there skinny dipping with some girl you met, only to be dragged underneath by a monster.
Yeah.
Happens every time. Happens more than you think. Keep it in your pants, kids. That's all I'm saying.
I want to say too. I gotta remember if I check the IMDb facts. It wasn't originally supposed to be called Monster Summer. It had to do something with a witch. So I think that's what they're like alluding to in the movie. But
Okay.
they don't show it off in the trailer. So yeah.
Well, at least thank God somebody's keeping a little mystery to something they're making. Like, holy
Right.
shit.
Well, I will say this does fall victim to like I hate every trailer now that's showing like a 5-second like clip bash of just like, oh, here's what you're about to see in the trailer, and like just show the trailer. We don't need this intro on top. I feel like I've talked about that before already, but
We have because it happens. They do it all the time. Every trailer has like this little 10-second mini preview of the trailer.
yeah.
It's fucking insane. It's crazy, dude. I
I
will
think our
say though.
attention spans are just so low now. Yeah.
Well, no, it is because of our attention spans, and they think if you don't like see something that'll catches your eye, that you won't sit through the duration.
Yeah.
Actually, streamers do it too.
Right.
They started doing it like a couple years ago, where they have like coming up. It's not like when I do it with Paul, because we do fake ones.
Sure.
We do
Those are
fake coming
great.
up
Yeah.
that aren't in the review.
Right.
Trembling says, I wonder if this one will go as dark as the Summer of '84 movie. You know, I never saw that. I don't think I ever watched that. Or I started it and fell asleep and then never went back to it. But yeah, I've been always meant to finish that. Have you ever seen that?
No, I missed out on that, and I think aren't there like 2 other ones too, or am I thinking of something else? Yeah.
Shudder had like 3 of these movies that all came out at the same time.
Yeah, I totally just like passed on them, but I do want to check them out at some point.
So, I think Summer of '84 is a Shudder. Shudder bought it, I think. I think they bought it. Trembling says, isn't Martha's Vineyard that Amity in Jaws is based on? Yes, loosely based on that. But you know, one thing I do miss about living in New England is the houses. I love these kinds of houses, dude. I really do. That's how I know I'm getting old too. That's another sign that you're getting old is you see movies, you're like, wow, that's a really nice chair. I wonder how much that chair costs.
Right.
A teenager is recovering today after nearly drowning.
Hey, Ben. Something happened to Ben that I can't explain.
I mean, it's hitting every note. Like the clubhouse, the kids on the bikes, the summer, the girl, baseball, old
Pennywise
man over
is right
the
around,
fence.
Yeah, Pennywise is right around the corner. You know, you don't know.
Well, it actually kind of reminds me of like the Sandlot, but with maybe a monster.
You're gonna see actually a cameo from somebody in the trailer from the Sandlot here in a sec. I won't speak anymore, but that's actually a good callback. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that's definitely what they're pulling from a little bit of that. Trumping says, no, you guys are thinking of the Netflix movies that went each decade. Summer of '84 is just about boys thinking their neighbor is a serial killer. It's standalone. No, I know that they're not part of like a trilogy. I just mean like there was a group of movies that were all thematically similar, that all dealt with like young kids going through something.
Yeah.
I think like, isn't there one called like really fucking dark or something? There's another one that's like called like that, and it's about like two brothers that are like on the run, kind of.
Really?
But it's very 80s. It's very like It Follows. It reminded me of actually that one.
Yeah, the only other I can think of, and it's more 90s centric, is like Super Dark Times. I don't know if you ever saw that movie.
That's the that's the movie
that's the
I'm
one.
thinking of.
Okay, yeah.
Super
Yeah.
Dark Times. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he's a zombie at Night of the Living Dead.
You okay, bud?
Yeah, there you go. Right there.
Oh.
There he
Porter
is.
from Sandlot.
Also, featured player in The Big Green. She grew up
Yes,
watching The Big
yes.
Green.
That was it wasn't like a household staple, but we definitely rented that a couple times from Blockbuster or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. We had it. I don't think we ever owned it. We rented it a few times, but then it got put on the Disney Channel, and then it was
Yeah.
like really. It was on all the time, so we used to watch it
Right.
a lot. Tom says, "Wasn't Jaws shot on Martha's Vineyard?" Yes, I believe large portions of it were.
Okay, bud?
Oh my.
What are you,
Hey,
nuts?
guys, it's okay. I invited him.
Easy, fella.
This is Gene. He's a detective.
Retired. Well, there's more of you.
This is like his new shtick, though. Is the grizzled old man?
Yeah.
Because I watched that Reservation Road. Is that what it's
Right.
called? Or Resurrection Road?
Yeah.
One of those. Something Road. And he's kind of like, because he's like the nice gruff old man in that one who has
Sure.
like pearls of wisdom. He's like, come on, son, let me tell you some stories. Austin says this looks kind of fun. It does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to dig a mass grave now.
Something is out there. If we sit around and do nothing, kids are gonna get hurt, including us. It came after me, man. What came after you?
There's definitely something weird going on here. Monsters.
Yeah. You guys ready?
Not us. Who? Let's do this.
The kids have this vacant look in their eyes. Lights are on, nobody's home.
Oh, so we got a little bit of a possession angle here too.
Yeah. Now
The
it
witch
does
is taking over the kids.
it does have this slight sort of like corny adventure advertising to it, which I don't mind too much. But, if anything, like bring some of that back a little bit. But yeah, just the class like the kids are gonna uncover the secrets. They're gonna figure out the mystery. They're gonna.
That's the essence of these kinds of movies, and I hope that this finds its proper audience, right?
Yeah.
Because something like this should be made for like 12-year-old boys
Right.
and girls, but it's just going to be people our age watching it.
I know, especially just because Mel's in it. It's just like, why not,
Oh, especially because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not exactly Kevin Spacey, but
No.
even they even they treat Kevin Spacey better than they treated Mel Gibson. Can you believe that shit?
I know,
Kevin
it's-
Spacey is only a couple years into being canceled, and he's already on his comeback tour. He'll be in a movie within a year. I guarantee you, he'll be in some big studio project.
Yeah.
Trumping says, I hope Mel Gibson has a jujitsu fight with the monster at the end before unmasking it to reveal Gary Busey. That would be awesome. Yeah. Austin says, yeah, I want to see Mel. I mean, that's why, I would say I would have gravitated towards this regardless, just because you don't get to see Mel Gibson and stuff all the time anymore. But this is something I would probably watch with my kid, actually. I'll probably watch it with Foster, and should be a good time, hopefully. It comes out October 4th, I guess.
Yeah.
You are overreacting. It's just kids being kids.
Gene.
No, I thought I told you.
Gene?
Well, I'll probably still have my Regal Plus pass, so I will probably go see that in the theater if it plays around me.
It feels
Oh,
if
yeah.
anything, like a throwback to some of those just like older Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark kind of specials a little bit as well.
Actually,
you know?
yeah, definitely has that kind of vibe, and with that kind of adventure movie vibe. I mean, we live in the time post Stranger Things time. People do have an appetite. People do like this kind of stuff because it's a universal thing. You know, kids enjoy it because they kind of see themselves as in the characters. Adults enjoy it because they reminds them what it was like to be a kid. And hopefully, this will. It looks like there's a little more to it too, though. So I like that. Like it's got some of the essence of like kind of childhood rites of passage, you know, kind of going through those things, and maybe using the monster as a metaphor for that, kind of just growing up in general.
Sure.
You know, I think that's seems like that's kind of what it's getting at a little bit, which I would be grateful for. I'd be so grateful if I could watch a movie that wasn't like written by boneheads, you know?
Right.
Austin says, when is Lethal Weapon 5? Now, Mel Gibson has claimed that he is going to direct Lethal Weapon 5. He's spoken to Danny Glover. Apparently, Danny Glover's in. So there is hope. Not, you know, that's another, like, I don't know. Why do I want to see that? I don't know. I honestly, should they make a Lethal Weapon 5? No, they should not. But if they're going to, Mel Gibson directing it, that's pretty cool. That's pretty sick.
Why not? Yeah.
I mean, why not? I guess exactly. At this point, it's like, well, sure. Why not just do another one of those two? You know?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Let me see. Austin says, Alexa, play Lethal Weapon 5. They put me in the movie. I hope they do, Austin. You know, we should be the new cast. We should be like we're doing all this working out and stuff. We should be the bad guys. You know, we should be the villains of the piece. With like these young, in our early 30s, you guys are or heading into your 30s. I'm in my 30s. And we could just, you know, we could fight Danny Glover and Mel Gibson and Rene Russo.
There you go. Yeah,
are they going to get Joe Pesci back? Is Joe Pesci going to come back?
That's the big thing. Like, would he come back? That one I don't know about. I can see them getting everybody else though. But
what are they fucking us with now? They fuck you with the AI. They fuck you with the AI, man. Like, what is he going to talk about?
Right.
Honestly, you know, in reality, I actually like all of those actors, that whole cast minus Chris Rock, because he's just a bad actor. But they're kind of too old. They're just too old.
Yeah. At this point,
they're just too old. Austin says everyone's in a nursing home. Yeah, exactly.
It's all in their
like
heads. That's the
home.
twist of the movie. It's all.
All right, so I guess now we'll head into our final segment of the night. We're going to be reviewing Michael Powell's 1960 film Peeping Tom.